You know, they say the best way to avoid a workplace injury is to stay at home. But I reckon nobody mentioned anything about the pain of losing a job. Now that's a real zinger, ain't it? But in all seriousness, folks, it's a tough spot to be in. And it's even tougher to watch a good friend go through it. That's why we're here today to talk about how we can lend a hand when a friend loses their job. So let's dive straight into how we can help a friend in such a situation. Hey, before we move on to understanding their feelings, here's a little reminder. If you're enjoying our content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll always be in the loop when the Motivate and Inspire channel uploads a new video. We're committed to helping you navigate through life's ups and downs. And your support helps us create more content like this. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's dive deeper into how we can help our friend in their time of need. First and foremost, a job loss can feel like a personal loss. It's critical to understand this. Think about it this way. We spend a significant chunk of our lives at work. For many, it's not just about the paycheck, but also about the sense of identity, routine, and purpose that comes with it. So when someone loses their job, especially one they've had for a long time, it's almost like they've lost a part of themselves. It's not uncommon for individuals to go through a whirlwind of emotions. Shock, anger, sadness, and even anxiety about the future. It's a bit like grieving, really. And just as we would with any other kind of loss, it's important to allow them to feel these emotions, to sit with them, and to process them in their own time. It's easy to jump in with solutions, to say things like, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, or you'll find something better. But remember, while these statements may come from a place of good intentions, they might not be what the person needs to hear at that moment. Instead, try to empathize. Put yourself in their shoes. Acknowledge their feelings. Let them know it's okay to feel upset, confused, or worried. It's okay to take some time to adjust to this new reality. Empathy isn't about providing solutions. It's about understanding and sharing in someone else's feelings. Be a good listener. Sometimes, all a person needs is someone to vent to, someone who will listen without judgment. You don't have to have all the answers. Just be there. Be present. Remember, it's not about rushing them through their feelings. It's about validating their emotions and letting them know that it's okay not to be okay. And finally, remind them of their resilience. Remind them of the times they've faced adversity and how they've always found a way to bounce back. This isn't to dismiss their current feelings, but to gently remind them of their inner strength and resilience. So, before you swoop in with advice, take a moment to understand their feelings. Now, you don't need to be a professional counselor to help your friend. Just being there can make a world of difference. And when we say being there, we don't necessarily mean physically. It's about making your presence felt in their lives, especially during this challenging phase. Imagine yourself in their shoes. Losing a job is like losing a part of your identity. It's not just about the paychecks, it's about the routine, the sense of purpose. So when a friend loses a job, they're not just losing an income source, they're losing a part of themselves. That's where you come in. Your role is not to solve their problem. It's to help them navigate through this tough time. How do you do that? By being present, by being available. Show that you're there for them by checking in regularly, even if it's just a quick text or call. Ask them how they're doing, how their job search is going, or simply what's new in their life. But remember, it's not about bombarding them with questions. It's about showing that you care, that you're there, and that you're available. Now here's a crucial part. When you're there for your friend, make sure you're also there to listen. Active listening is a powerful tool. It's not just about hearing the words they're saying, it's about understanding, empathizing, and validating their feelings. Here's a simple way to do it. Instead of jumping in with advice or suggestions, try saying, "I can't imagine how tough this must be for you," or "I'm here for you no matter what." These statements show that you're listening, that you're empathizing, and most importantly, that you're there for them. In this journey, your friend may not always want advice. They may not even want solutions. Sometimes they might just need someone who genuinely listens, someone who validates their feelings, someone who reassures them that it's okay to feel the way they do. Remember, your friend may not always want advice. Sometimes they might just need a listening ear. So be that friend. Be there. Be available. Once you've shown your friend that you're there for them, it's time to offer some practical help. Now, this doesn't mean you've got to don your superhero cape and solve all their problems. Nah, it's more about being a supportive ally in their job hunting journey. Now, one way to do this is by helping them polish their resume. You see, a resume is like a billboard advertising their skills and experience. It's got to be eye-catching, concise, and most importantly, truthful. You could provide a fresh pair of eyes, catch any typos, or suggest improvements to make their skills shine brighter than a diamond in a coal mine. Next up, you could help them prepare for interviews. Now, we all know that interviews can be as nerve-wracking as a rattlesnake in a sleeping bag. So why not help your friend practice? You could run mock interviews, ask common questions, and provide feedback. Remember, practice makes perfect, and the more prepared your friend is, the more confident they'll feel when the real thing comes around. Another way to lend a hand is by connecting your friend with potential employers. Now, this doesn't mean you need to have a little black book filled with CEO's numbers, but if you know someone who knows someone, why not make an introduction? You never know. It could lead to an opportunity. And remember, in the job hunting world, sometimes it's not what you know, but who you know. Finally, encourage your friend to take care of themselves during this stressful time. Remind them to eat well, get plenty of sleep, and take breaks when they need to. After all, they're not just looking for a job, they're also managing a difficult emotional journey. Practical support can empower your friend and boost their confidence. By offering your help in these ways, you're not just being a good friend, you're being a beacon of hope in what may seem like a stormy sea. So roll up your sleeves and let's get to work. In tough times, a little positivity can go a long way. Now, this ain't just about painting rainbows and butterflies. No, sir. It's about the power of positive encouragement. The kind that can give a friend the strength to pick themselves up and move forward. You see, when someone loses a job they've held for a long time, it's easy for them to forget all the brilliant things they've done, the skills they've honed, and the successes they've had. They might even feel like they've lost a part of their identity. That's where you come in with your sunny smile and your words of encouragement. There's a fine art to positive encouragement. It's not just about saying, "Don't worry, you'll find a job soon." It's about reminding your friend of their worth, their skills, and their past successes. It's about showing them the silver lining in what might seem like a very dark cloud. Tell them about that time they nailed a difficult project, or the way they've always been able to handle tough clients with grace. Remind them of the skills they've developed, the knowledge they've gained, and the experiences they've had. Show them that they're not starting from scratch. They've got a whole arsenal of abilities, talents, and experiences to draw from. But here's the thing, you've got to be genuine. People can tell when you're just blowing smoke. So remember to be sincere and specific in your praise. Don't just say, "You're great." Tell them why they're great. Give them concrete examples of their greatness. And while you're at it, remind them that it's okay to feel down. It's okay to take some time to process things. But also remind them that they won't feel like this forever. Life has a funny way of moving forward, even when we feel stuck. Remember, your friend might be doubting themselves right now. Your job is to help them see their worth. Because, my dear friends, in the grand scheme of things, a job doesn't define a person. Their worth is so much more than that. And sometimes, they just need a friend to remind them of this undeniable truth. Scene script. Job hunting is a marathon, not a sprint, and your friend will need you to be patient with them. Now let's talk about patience. When it comes to job hunting, patience is more than a virtue. It is a necessity. It's a test of character, an exercise in resilience, and a measure of faith in oneself. And it's something that your friend will need in spades. Picture this. You're watching your friend poring over job listings day in and day out, sending out resumes, going on interviews, and getting rejection after rejection. It's easy to get frustrated, isn't it? But remember, your irritation or impatience won't help your friend. In fact, it might even add to their stress. So, how do you show patience? Listen, just be there. Allow them to vent their frustrations, their fears, their hopes, and their dreams. Let them know that it's okay to feel discouraged, and it's perfectly normal to feel scared. And when they do find that job, celebrate with them, because their victory is your victory too. Avoid rushing them. Understand that everyone moves at their own pace and has their own timeline. The job hunting process can be a roller coaster of emotions, and it's important to let your friend experience these feelings without pushing them to move faster than they're comfortable with. Patience is about more than waiting. It's about how you behave while waiting. It's about maintaining a positive attitude, offering a shoulder to lean on and providing unwavering support. It's about standing by your friend's side no matter how long it takes for them to find a new job. And remember, patience is not about doing nothing. It's about constantly doing everything you can, but doing it without any rush, without any desperation. It's about understanding that good things take time and that your friend's journey to finding a new job is no exception. Patience shows your friend that you're in this with them for the long haul. Your friend's journey may be long and winding, but your patience and support could be the beacon of hope that guides them to their destination. So, let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We began by breaking the ice, bringing a little lightness to a tough situation. It's important to remember that humor is a mighty tool. It can bring a smile to a face that's forgotten how to, and can remind our friend that even in the darkest of times, there's room for a good chuckle. Next, we explored the importance of understanding our friends' feelings. It's crucial to recognize that everyone's experience of job loss is unique. Some may feel relief, others may feel anger or sadness, and many may feel a confusing mix of all three. So, let's make sure we listen, truly listen, to our friends' feelings without judgment or advice, unless it's asked for. Thirdly, we dove into the significance of being there and being available. Sometimes, the most meaningful thing we can do for a friend is to simply be present. It's not about having all the answers or fixing their problems, but about letting them know that they aren't alone. A text, a call, a cup of coffee, or a walk in the park can make a world of difference. Then we talked about the value of practical support. Maybe our friend needs help sprucing up their resume or preparing for an interview. Perhaps they could use some assistance in navigating the world of online job applications or networking. Whatever it is, offering our skills and time can provide a tangible boost. Fifthly, we discussed the power of positive encouragement. Encouraging words can act like a beacon of hope, illuminating the path when it seems too dark to see. It's about reminding our friend of their strengths, their talents, and their potential. It's about helping them believe in themselves when they might be doubting their own worth. Lastly, we emphasize the virtue of patience. Job hunting can be a long, arduous process, and it's not uncommon for it to take longer than expected. It's important to remember that our friend's journey is their own, and it might not move at the pace we think it should. Let's be patient, let's be understanding, and let's remember to celebrate the small victories along the way. Remember, losing a job can be a tough experience, but with a good friend by their side, your friend won't have to face it alone. Thank you for joining us on this journey of learning how to be a supportive friend during a challenging time. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. It just might make a difference in someone's life. And remember, we upload videos regularly, so hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated. Here at the Motivate and Inspire channel, we believe in the power of positivity, understanding, and most importantly, friendship. So let's go out there and be the best friends we can be, especially to those who need us the most. Thank you for watching, and remember, together, we can make a difference.